The shadow stealer, sleep paralysis. Imagine drifting off to sleep, only to be jolted awake by the feeling of an unseen presence holding you down. You can't move, breathe, or even scream. This terrifying experience is sleep paralysis, a disorder characterized by temporary paralysis that occurs during the transition between wakefulness and sleep. During this state, the body awakens while the brain remains partially asleep, causing the frightening sensation of being trapped. Sleep paralysis can be accompanied by hallucinations, often visual, of shadowy figures or a feeling of a heavy weight on your chest. The inability to move and the vivid hallucinations can be incredibly frightening, leaving sufferers feeling vulnerable and isolated. While not life-threatening itself, sleep paralysis can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to anxiety and depression due to the fear of future episodes. The restless rider, restless legs syndrome, RLS. For some, the desire for sleep is overshadowed by a constant, nagging urge to move their legs. This uncontrollable sensation, often described as a crawling, itching, or burning feeling, is a hallmark of restless legs syndrome, RLS. The urge typically intensifies at night, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. The constant movement disrupts sleep quality, leading to daytime fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. While the exact cause of RLS remains unknown, it's often linked to iron deficiency, pregnancy, and certain medications. Treatment options include iron supplements, medications like dopamine agonists, and lifestyle changes such as avoiding caffeine and alcohol before bed. The broken clock, delayed sleep phase syndrome, DSPS. Have you ever felt like a night owl trapped in a lark's world? Delayed sleep phase syndrome, DSPS, disrupts your natural sleep-wake cycle, making it difficult to fall asleep before the early hours and near impossible to wake up feeling refreshed in the morning. People with DSPS often struggle to adhere to societal sleep schedules, leading to difficulties at school, work, and in social settings. The cause of DSPS is complex and often involves a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Teenagers are particularly susceptible, as their natural sleep-wake cycle tends to shift towards later sleep times. Treatment for DSPS often involves light therapy, which helps to regulate the body's internal clock and establishing a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends. The gasping giant. Sleep apnea, the rhythmic symphony of snores, can be a familiar sound in many bedrooms. But for some, snoring hides a more serious condition, sleep apnea. This disorder is characterized by repeated pauses in breathing during sleep, often accompanied by loud snoring and gasping for air. These pauses can occur hundreds of times a night, disrupting sleep quality and oxygen levels in the blood. Sleep apnea can lead to a cascade of health problems, including daytime fatigue, high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. People with sleep apnea often wake up unrefreshed, despite spending a significant amount of time in bed. Treatment options for sleep apnea vary depending on the severity and can include lifestyle modifications, the use of a CPAP machine to keep the airway open during sleep, or even surgery. The night warrior. REM sleep behavior disorder, RBD, dreams, often fantastical or even unsettling, are a normal part of sleep. However, REM sleep behavior disorder, RBD, transforms dreams into a physical threat. People with RBD lose the muscle paralysis that typically occurs during REM sleep, the stage where dreams take place. This allows them to physically act out their dreams, potentially punching, kicking, or even screaming. This can lead to injuries for both the sufferer and their bed partner. RBD is often associated with neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's disease, but can also occur on its own. Treatment options for RBD are limited, but can include medications to suppress REM sleep or create a safe sleeping environment to minimize the risk of injury. Living with the silent thieves, these 5 sleep disorders represent a spectrum of challenges, from the terrifying hallucinations of sleep paralysis to the disruptive sleep patterns of DSBS. Despite their differences, they all share a common theme: the disruption of a vital biological function. Living with a sleep disorder can be isolating and frustrating. However, with proper diagnosis and treatment, many people can find ways to manage their condition and reclaim a night of restful sleep.